falls to me as the proud father of the bride to open this little bit of the afternoon. I've got three things to do. The first two things are big thank yous. One is to Nick, Lily and Rachel from the Sheldon Zoo, which I'm sure everybody will join me in giving them a big round of applause. What a fantastic event. The weather, about a week ago we looked at the weather forecast and it looked like, well, horrible, basically, but it's turned out absolutely beautifully. The second is to Beryl, and I spoke to Beryl earlier. I personally felt that the ceremony was just beautiful, and I just was taken aback. So thank you very much, because your passion and your love, really appreciate it. So thank you. And then finally, and of course, most importantly, if you could raise your glasses to toast Mr. and Mrs. Crawford. Of course, Alice and Jenna. Thank you very much. Thanks, Ron.
Do you need one?
I don't know. Do I need the microphone?
Yes.
So as a groom, it basically falls on me to thank absolutely everybody under the sun for everything they've done today. I've got a long list of people to thank, so if I do go on, just tell me to shut up. Thank you to all of you for coming. It's been absolutely fantastic so far. We've got a great night ahead of us as well. And you've all come such a long way. Well, I say all, the guys at the back all live here, so. We've got people from Norfolk, from Hull, and Milton Keynes, London. You know, at least a 4-hour journey. So thank you so much for coming. It really means a lot to me and Jenna. We're very proud to have you here. I've got to thank Jenna's family, I think, for creating her. So thanks for that. Very good. Keep like that. But also for all the lifts back and forth. I mean, I'm going to go into this in a minute, but when we were teenagers, all the lifts that both our sets of parents really gave us to each other's houses and everywhere we wanted to go before we could drive. All the support that they've given us over the years. Do you want to say something, Sam? So thank you all very much for that. My dad here is representing both my parents. I'd like to give special thanks to him. I think he's done a fantastic job today giving our rendition of Pooh. I've never heard Pooh said so many times in the wedding ceremony. Also quite appropriate, as Jenna does spend much of her day covered in Pooh as a zookeeper. Someone else who's, or rather another group of people who have really been amazing over the last 12 months is Jenna's bridesmaids, particularly Lindsay and Sarah. When we had wedding attempt number 1 last year, they were both running around trying to sort things out for us. Absolutely fantastic. Dog sitting, rabbit sitting. You guys have both been absolutely fantastic, and I think to all the bridesmaids, really, it'd be really lovely if you could all make a toast to the bridesmaids. Cheers.
I love you.
I've got a special thank you to give to my brother, my favourite brother, also my only brother. There's a big 8-year gap between us, so I remember very well the day he was born. He's been more like a toy when I was 8 years old, really. You know, something to be. I'm very proud of him. He's done very well today, and yeah, very proud. Well done.
alternative show going on outside.
I'd like to thank everyone at the zoo really who helped this morning. There were so many volunteers, as well as Jenna's boss, Nick, who we thanked at the end of the ceremony. We've got Lily here who works at the zoo, and Rachel who used to work at the zoo. I think they've done an absolutely fantastic job and thoroughly deserved all the praise they got from Tom. We've also got Beryl who did the ceremony for us. Absolutely amazing. I think we couldn't have been any happier with it. So thank you very much for that. I'd also like to thank the lifeboat crew who brought us around. I think they did absolutely amazingly. Milk did very well.
Didn't crash.
I'm not going to critique his boat driving skills, obviously that would be very stupid of me. But also to the crew for my stag do who kept me very sober, and I'm told it was really good. Jenna found me asleep in the garden about 2 o'clock in the morning. So moving on, I've got to thank Jenna. You've been absolutely amazing. I think Jenna and I met 15 years ago, which is, someone of my age, is an awful long time. I don't mean that in a bad way, it sounds funny. But it's over half my life. Jenna and I have been together, and it's just been amazing. We were still teenagers, still in school. I sat behind Jenna in geography, did everything possible to get her attention. Probably why she's rubbish at geography. I never had the courage to actually say to her directly how I felt. So I sent a text message. I sent a text message to a friend with my feelings in them.
I didn't know this.
I know, it's only them. But accidentally, to my horror, I sent it to Jenna. Did you know that? And since then, it's just been absolutely fantastic. I think she looked absolutely beautiful today. So, if I could propose a toast to Jenna. Cheers.
To your wife.
Yeah, to your wife.
To your wife.
Who is also my wife. I can't wait to see what's in store. So after this, Lewis is going to make a speech. I'm told it's going to be very good. My dad's been working on it with him, so...
Well, I'll give him a few pointers, that's all.
Yeah. We're going to have cake after this. After Brother's speech, we're going to have a cake, and then we're all going to clear out. The guys are going to move the tables out of the way, set up the disco. We've got some entertainment coming on a bit later on as well, so I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you all for coming. Cheers. Go on.
Hello everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Lewis. I don't only have the pleasure of being Alex's best man, but I'm also his younger and only brother. Before I dish the dirt on Alex's shady past, I'd like to take a moment to ask you all to remember those that could not be here with us today. I know that today Alex and I can't help but thinking and remembering our wonderful mum, who passed away about this time last year, and who we miss so very much. She would have been so proud and pleased that Alex and Jenna had finally decided to tie the knot, as she was when she heard they were engaged. I'm sure that you...
Just... Can I stand a bit over this way?
Me, I guess.
There you go then.
As she was when she heard they were engaged. I'm sure that many of you here have loved ones that you have dear and you have lost. So I'd like to pose a toast and ask you to raise your glasses to all those loved ones we miss.
Cheers.
Now, where to begin? When Alex asked me to be best man, I was flattered, but in a way not surprised, because he doesn't have any other friends. After all, we've always been very good friends, as we grew up together, and he was for the most part a very supportive big brother. The story of Alex and Jenna starts about 14 years ago. In fact, I would only be about 6, so I think you always...
Oh no!
It's just me.
Don't just shout.
Does someone hold it?
Oh, okay.
I think probably here is gone now.
Just shout.
Yeah, right. I'll shout it.
You have to shout.
They were childhood sweethearts, inseparable. They met at school, and after school they both went to the same university. An amazing coincidence. Jenna's vocation has always been to work with animals, and perhaps that's what attracted her to Alex. Anyway, it's clear they were always meant to be together. Alex is a mild-tempered chap now, but it was not always the case. As a young teen, he had a temper on occasion, as our kitchen door still bears testament. Gotta get it fixed.
Yeah. One day.
I remember one of the funny stories that Mum and Dad used to tell. How when we were still fairly new to Milton Keynes, they were called to the school one evening to collect Alex because he and his friends had run away from a school event. It was very serious, the teachers told them. Very serious indeed. On the way home in the car, Dad took a detour in order to pass the nearby prison, so that he could make a point to Alex that her constant bad behaviour could result in his behaviour when he wasn't there. The only problem was that Dad had taken the wrong turn. And what he thought was the prison was in fact the headquarters of what is now Santander. He said to Alex, "See this building on the right? If you don't start behaving, you could end up there when you're older. You wouldn't want to be in there now, would you?" But a rather confused voice from the back seat came back, "Abbey National." And it's true. Alex didn't end up as a banker. Now,
No way.
now, I want to talk about my brother's resilience and strength. When Alex was in sixth form, he had an accident on his motorbike, which was not his fault, as a car ran into him. It meant a lot of time in hospital and a number of operations over quite a few years.
Wasn't my fault.
We said that it was not his fault.
Yeah.
As a car ran into him.
I was just a phone.
Yeah. Right, it meant a lot of time in hospital. Go from there.
And a number of
operations. Slower.
over quite a few years, including the period he studied his A-levels. His left leg had a number of pins and titanium rods holding the bones together. At first, while he was in A&E, they said he might have to have his lower leg amputated. However, luckily this was not the case. Then they said he might never walk again. Alex overcame these obstacles, and in fact has run a number of marathons now, raising a lot of money for charity.
Just one.
No, you've run half marathons and shit as well.
Yeah, but that don't count.
Okay.
This next bit's going to be one lesson.
Alex, take it.
Yeah,
Here, take it. Our parents were so proud of him when he took part in the Plymouth Half Marathon, less than a year after starting to run, fighting against what some lesser man might have just accepted as a disability. This is simply not Alex's way. He joined the RNLI.
There's a bit of a shout out for you guys.
Again, our parents are so proud of what he's achieved with this organisation. Along with his comrades, he works to save those in peril at sea. I think we'll all agree they go above and beyond, and we salute their efforts. When Mum passed away last July, Alex was a tower of strength and support, especially to Dad. Despite the hurt and grieving we all felt, he helped steer us all on a steady course. He dealt with all the bureaucracy, made all the relevant calls, wrote all the relevant letters, and took care of all the paperwork as the executor. Things that needed to be done that Dad was in no state to deal with. I know Dad feels forever indebted to Alex for this. Jenna too was there throughout and gave us all the support for which we were all so grateful. I think this shows the sort of man that Alex is. Not only were Mum and Dad ever so proud of their eldest son, and how he's grown to become a caring, compassionate, and well-adjusted adult, but I'm proud to have a big brother that set such a good example, and I'm pleased to call my brother and my friend. So to end, as Alex and Jenna head off into married life together, I'd like you to raise your glasses to both of them. To Alex and Jenna.
Alex and Jenna.
Well done.
Well done, boys.